The worst grief is for a parent to lose a child. And I can testify to that. I have never, ever felt such pain in my life. I've never, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. It's still a journey. I think the journey will continue the rest of my life. Jenny and I just bought a piece of equipment. We were out driving it around, and she gets a phone call. And it's my daughter-in-law, who's hysterical, just hysterical. She said, "Ryan's dead?" And Ryan was my son. Ryan had a motorcycle accident. A lady in I think it was an SUV, was turning left off a busy intersection, and Ryan was at a high rate of speed, ran into her on a motorcycle, and it was instant death. It was blunt force trauma. He didn't suffer. And to give a little bit of background before that, he was at his son's football game, Oliver. Ryan had ridden his motorcycle, and so they told Oliver and said, "We'll see you at the game." He said, "I'll see you at the house." And Ryan had the accident, and the devastating part is Lisa and the kids pulled up on the accident. He was instantly killed, and that started the journey. And Jenny and I, his mother and I, just went into a mode of reaction, preparation for the funeral, supporting Lisa, hordes of people all over the place. And in the middle of this, I'm trying to figure out what does this look like. I just lost my son. I'm just trying to figure out how to process the death of a son that meant a lot to me. And everybody processes it differently, and grief is an amazing thing. You got to let it have its way. And I remember looking at people, just pray for us. Just pray for us. Pray for Lisa, Oliver, Tilly, and Felix. Just pray for us and pray that we'll have just wisdom and knowledge, and God will get He'll get the goodness out of it. And I'm still processing, going through it. What does this mean? What does this look like? And I still don't know if I'm doing it right, but they say there's really no correct way to do grief. It leaves a monster hole in you when you lose a child. And that hole will never be filled until I get to see him again. I'm talking to Taylor and Pastor Aaron, and he's asking me Taylor asking me how I'm doing with Ryan, and they're just being so kind. And he goes, "I got to get you that book. Do you still want it?" And he told me about the book. And I said, "Oh, yeah, I've heard of that book before," and everything else. And I said, "It's about people that have had near-death experiences." And he said, "Oh, yeah," and everything else. He said, "Have you read it?" And I said, "No." He said, "I want to get you the book." Here's the crazy thing that the book made me process. My wife, from the time that Ryan left, was taken from this earth, she said he's in a better place. And she was like adamant, and I was like, how? I don't know how it could be so good. How can it be so good when you've left a wife and 3 kids and you've left parents that love you so much? How can it be so good? I just don't know why, but I was okay with that. God took him, or if it was his time, or it depends on who you're talking to and what state of mind I am. But I think all that goes away, Morgan. All that goes away when I see him. All that will go away, because what does it matter? We're back together. That was what got me through. Was I held on to the scriptures about us being reunited in heaven. They'll be together. We'll be family again. And that's the hope that the book gave me. That people would go in and they would see their family members. And I longed to see Ryan's face. I longed to see Ryan's face. So if you ask me, what did the book do for me? It just like, I'm going to see him again. Is it wrong that he left before me? Well, yeah. A parent should never have to bury their own children. But I will see him again. I will see this grieving that's taken place right now and probably for the rest of my life is temporary. And I long to see him.